Just glad to see some TSM versus Quincy. I don't even care who wins. It's just good shit right here.
But in this one case, I guess the other cool thing that Zeus really offers here, super easy dewarding of the small camp. He can actually just commit a lightning bolt to it instead of having to buy a sentry. So he already got a pull off, denied 2 or 3 creeps already off the bat. So nice start, and wow, with a nice kill too.
I believe in the past when we've seen TSM play this in particular, you will see that the rotation comes in fairly early up to this top tower once they feel like they have the advantage and they've got the levels on their offlane. Moonmeander does have to be careful. It's a little bit low on the mana though. On the bottom lane, the Tomato is going to get cleaned up, and Dubu's going to just try to push them away here, burn a little of that mana.
He's going to rotate top, though, to look to help out. He actually does have a tome, though, so he's going to be ready to go for a hook shot. Checks for an observer ward, and we'll see if he can get a setup here with Saberlight.
All right, well, they'll start off with the Dream Coil. Dubu getting into position. Hook shots over onto the Zeus. We'll buy enough time here for this Night Stalker to stay alive. Dark Ascension gets popped. So Dubu coming in handy, but now he is left alone with 3 different heroes. Yeah, no, Yoar happily will pick that kill, but they do manage to save this Night Stalker. Is now over in the mid lane. Laslau is going to make a rotation on Bryle. He's trying to get some damage on the tower. It's the Avalanche tossed back. Rest of the team is on their way, though. So I'm trying to bait a little bit of Saberlight. Okay, there it is. They do manage to get the Stampede off. They get the Stomp, and the follow-up now with the Thunder God's Wrath. It's going to look a little dicey, but eventually they'll get the kill on Bryle.
It was used defensively. They got nothing offensively. So they're like, well, let's try to get something out of this with the Centaur kill. But the ulti reaction there by Centaur, it was pretty likely, but you know, ultimately they lose so much in these engagements.
Moon Meander is held by the Dream Coil. They have so much damage on the side of Quincy. As they jump down here, they'll be able to find themselves Saberlight. The teleport's coming in though from Bryle. Should be able to clean up on Laslau, and they should be able to go and close the gap over on MSS. So a double kill here now for Bryle in the spot lane.
Dubu gets a little ancient block in the meantime though, but I don't think Quincy crew cares that much. Yeah, he gets out. Fada gonna get dove top though.
Look at the TPs are coming out, trying to save him, trying to protect. Cannot do it fast enough though, not with this many heroes over here, but they will go get the jump in over onto Saberlight, so they'll be able to get themselves a retaliation kill possibly. No, he's gonna fly away over the tree line, and now the roll in coming out. There's gonna be the Avalanche thrown, followed up with a nice power shot. They'll turn it around. They get the kill on MSS. They're still chasing after here. They really would love to get this kill. That Wrath of Nature though, it does a lot of damage, and somehow Saberlight and Bryle's still alive. They'll get the kill on Laslau. Now they want Quinn. They've got a hook shot with his name on it. Beautifully done by TSM.
Oh, that was so good. A little bit of a miss on the last orb there. Doesn't hit any of the low heroes, but great kiting. That there's definitely good value from his hero.
That and the fact that it pierces spell immunity too. I feel like those sorts of spells are just always very, very value. But gonna get the jump in the bottom lane on Saberlight. Not gonna be able to quite connect though. There'll be a deep snowball, and they'll find themselves moving Meander, but MSS, he can't go anywhere. Stuck in the trees, and there's a strong wind. The chase is on after Laslau. The toss, get the kill from Tomato. Not going to be able to land the hook shot over, though, onto Quinn. Chase is on. This is looking like it's going to be a bit difficult for them to get their hands on this puck. In fact, he drops the Dream Coil just for some self-preservation. And there's go. They finish off Saberlight. The position 5 Zeus coming in hot.
Nice.
Could be going for a smoke. In fact, that's indeed what they're going to do. 5-man smoke, make their way through, see who they can catch, and they are pinging around the Roche pit. A little rocket flare. It's going to be Dubu again. This is breaking the smokes. This seems to be his main part of the team right now. Although they do manage to find Saberlight. Stomp forward from Laslau. Looks like he was hoping maybe he could let Quinn finish it off, but he'll take it for himself, and they'll put pressure on the top tower.
If he really wants to get aggressive, then it can be useful on him. Maybe he'll throw it on Centaur or Puck instead.
I can see possibly Puck, but Puck is already very, very slippery, so that's... All right, yeah, it's still going to be Quinn.
We'll take it.
It'll be Quinn.
Really, a great skirmish though. Ooh,
Bryle was poking at Fox. Okay, all right, there it is. There's a... He almost manages to get the save off. Nice shackle on the back lines over on Quinn again. He has the Aegis, so there'll be a toss back. Lelis just jumping forward though. I'll clean up Bryle after a little bit of doing.
Maybe they felt behind a little bit. Wind Ranger is a little bit vulnerable. There's a lot of dangerous things to deal with. And he had that bad first like nighttime. He popped Dark Ascension just to run mid for them to die. Then it was daytime. That's probably why you're feeling the difference here. He hasn't had that normal like Dark Ascension gets used, I get 1 or 2 kills. So he hasn't been on the same snowball. That's basically why. It's like a tempo thing.
Is MSS stuck in all those treants over there?
Wow, that's actually crucial surround.
Oh, and then it goes to Mono to finish the deal. Gets spotted, gets MSS. My Clockwork's working on picking up his shard. Gonna be nice to give a little bit more vision, a little bit more mobility.
Yeah,
feels like the name of the game for this particular match.
Yeah, the vision will be really huge in cases that Night Stalker can't use it, at least.
Slow. Follow up here from Quinn. Yeah, you see Duba turn around. He's like, do we want to go on this? Get the tree out.
Puck's kind of in trouble.
Hanging out here. They're considering it because in comes Saberlight. They can get that silence, the AoE over. Yeah, that's beautiful here. As they're going to try to chase after Quinn. They'll cancel it out. Hookshot going in over onto Leslau. They'll kill the Centaur. They would love to get Quinn, but he is pretty difficult to get their hands on. Maybe they could get themselves Fada. Making his way a little bit closer. You are, though, jumping in to seize this Night Stalker. They go right past him. They're like, all right, we're going to end up losing Saberlight, but we'll get ourselves a Fata. And now there it is. There's the Dream Coil with the BKB over on Uar, just cutting through Brile. They've got plenty of nuke damage. It's a double kill now for the Wraith King.
It does seem like Quincy is very willing to spend their resources to get any pick off because it does just buy them more time to go later and later into this game.
Oh, it's paying off for them for sure. Smoke play coming out from the side of TSM. Invis Rune's gonna get picked up by Brile. Turns around, he sees Quinn. It's gonna be the hook shot in from Dubu, but it's a little bit too fast there. Not gonna be able to go and finish up as they drop the Dream Coil. They'll end up losing MSS. UR is here though, and they're still leashed up over on the side. Jet coming out from Dubu. He's just gonna flail around, but he can't hit anything. He's got no way to go and hit any of these heroes when those trees are wrapped around him. So we'll hold UR in place, and Brile will pop the Invis Rune.
And between like Witchblade and the Enchanted Quiver, like him dealing damage and countering heroes like Wind Ranger is just really, really likely at this point.
You have to be very aware of that as well.
It's a hard decision at this point. You don't really want to. He's got all of his items. You know, you can't really make this swap.
Motto finding this opening over onto Leslau. Tree volley coming in hot, and that's going to be a dead Centaur.
Yeah, it's kind of cool to see like net worths move around a little bit. Some 5-position heroes hit a lot of creeps. Some CM, some games, sometimes some other heroes. Dubu's hit a lot of neutrals this game, not necessarily on purpose, just because there's not much else to do. BKB gets popped though.
Does, and Quinn jumping over to the other side. They do manage to find though. Nice Shackle coming into play. They should be able to punish this. That's going to be an Aegis. Now they just have to figure that they know exactly what they have the lockdown. They've got themselves an Avalanche.
Nice. Avalanche into Shackle. Nice way to catch him. That's a big punish. Great catch there by TSM. And finally, they get to get aggressive against Quincy. Quincy was not ready for him to get caught.
No, they were not ready for that. Holy shit.
They were so ready for him to be. So like, this guy's going to be greedy. Most of his value is the Nimbus and the Thunder God's Wrath. It's okay if he doesn't cast Lightning Bolt or Arc Lightning in a lot of these little skirmish positions. So it's a great position to be in for him. And now, right now, it feels very effective. He's definitely doing more than a 5 would be able to do in most cases.
They find themselves UR, but immediately, it's not looking great here for Saberlight. Cogs, now he's going to have to fly over. They'll jump over onto the back line. But UR is just going to spend a little time. They'll still end up losing Dubu. The push here with those Gale Force winds. I'm not sure if Moon wanted them to be pushed towards him. That was this going to be the snowball. And they'll follow up. They find themselves Brile. He is trapped in a corner with trees and shards and everything nature. It's a double kill for UR.
Quincy's just so confident fighting because UR just forced that by himself, and you got 2 stuns out of a snowball instead of just 1. Really cool add-on to make his value more effective. There was a gem dropped as well. They didn't spot it, but they're totally fine with this. They're gonna get a Rax here.
Good reveal of the new blinks too. They've got the overwhelming blink, swift blink, Saberlight. Oh, the jump forward again coming out from Leslau, throwing out the Wraith Fire Blast. Hook shot comes in though. Is it gonna be enough? No, it doesn't manage to save him. It manages to catch a couple, but it cannot save Saberlight. Just buys him a bit more time. The Dream Coil's gonna get used, and I can see that Tusk has to run away. They'll throw the trees out, protect Dubu a little bit more. But they're gonna just try to push them off of their buildings. It's looking a little difficult right now. They don't have their Tiny, they don't have the Night Stalker. The Gale Force wins again. Tree up Leslau, managing to land the Shackle on top of that, but they have to be careful because UR's walking right over here. Dubu chasing after him. These are some big hits, but they do manage to go. They're holding him in everything they can for a prison, but they still end up losing Dubu. It is just proving to be very difficult to take out this Wraith King.
Really nicely done by them. I do spot it instantly on TSM. We'll see if they can do anything, or are they going to split push? It looks like they're going to try to fight it.
They've already deployed the trees over there, so they're out a rocket, see what they can find. Roach is getting low. Okay, they'll go use the Nimbus, but Dubu does have the jetpack. It's going to be above the tree line. Tips up the hook shot, slows them down just a little bit. MSS, though, with the punch. Secure. Otto's in the bottom lane. Bottles up the double damage. That's going to be very necessary, I have a feeling.
You know, they found Saberlight previously with it. He was forced to press BKB and go back.
It's time.
Oh,
we have the rapier.
It is,
and they spotted it.
It's definitely time.
I was going to say, I feel like Tomato consistently has just been trying to do these split pushes. But at this point, I also feel like Quincy Crew, they can kind of ignore it a bit, right? Because they're up with this advantage in terms of the buildings that they've taken out.
Yeah. And if you've been watching Tomato, he's been in the base a lot.
Oh, look at that. The stun immediately. Okay, Gale Force wins, trying to do something, but just not going to be able to do anything to ours. He just cuts through two heroes on the side of TSM. They do have buyback, and they're going to make their way, though, down to the bottom portion. Try to take out this tower. Bryle seeing this opening. Doesn't even get to toss up. This is the silence right into the back lines, but again, they've got that BKB over to the body, doing a lot of damage. Just takes down MSS. He's got to get out of there quickly. Does have the silver red. He's going to back off. Saberlight, he bought back. So did Do, but they're going to try to fight, but it's a little bit scary for them right now. These wins, though, there's no BKB available this time for Yawar. They're going to be able, they latch,
Shackle.
jump forward again. Can they get enough damage down? Let's allow them trying to protect him. We'll be able to take down Saberlight. He just bought back. It's a dieback. Not going to be able to be a part of this. As Bryle also not going to be able to be a part. He has no buyback. Dream Coil gets used. Dubu has the little rocket pack, though. He's going to try to get into the base, but it's just it. They call GG. Quincy Chris just playing too gosh darn well.
They really did. I mean, the laning stage for the Centaur pick worked out excellent against the carry Nature's Prophet, and even though the Nature's Prophet was mega farmed, I feel like he was a little restricted on the map in terms of the split push. He didn't feel nearly as confident doing it because of the Zeus 5.
Ursa has the highest win rate versus Pudge on Dota buff. That's why they picked that.
The game's in a weird state. I feel like this is the one lane that you definitely want a lot of flesh sheep in when you're being harassed a lot. But back in the safe lane here, a little pressure on Moon Meander. Easy for him to leap away, of course.
Yeah, take a little bit of harass from Yawar, but the dive over on the mid lane now. They've got the scythe, and they've got a kill on Pudge.
Especially against a weird hero like Pudge. A lot of mid heroes have like mobility stuff. They can easily get away with Necro if he ever gets aggressive. Pudge is super slow. He has vulnerabilities there. And speaking of which, Bryle is actually just kind of jungling at this point. Pressure on Saberlight, though.
Yeah, they've got a lot of slow. Does Yawar go for the dive here? Yeah, I assume he would. One more hit over onto Saberlight. And there it is. There's the value. Dubu now being dove by Loud and MSS. And oh, Quinn was over there. Quinn somehow getting the final hit.
The pressure from the Quincy Crew side seems overwhelming right now. So they need to react really carefully for the next couple movements. Otherwise, they're just going to get really behind in this game.
Got the aggression. Fata's just over here in this middle lane, chasing after Bryle, and he's just going to take him out. That is not a good feeling when the position 5 kills the mid lane in a solo. Dubu also falling here. Saberlight using the Fiend's Gate. He's got to get out of here. It is just too risky.
When he got more rots than Flesh Sheep, he's taking damage while rotting, and that's why he went back to lane low HP and got killed by Fata. Because while jungling, he was in a bad spot. I mean, ultimately it comes from the Necrophos in the first place, but maybe Brawl not in this position before.
They'll be able to find themselves a nice pickoff using the Moonlight Shadow, so Bryle will finally get himself a kill, and that will help him propel forward. They've smoked up on Fata and Quinn. They're going to shove the wave in.
So no TP on Pudge to back him up if he gets going on.
They've got a scythe up. Like, this is one of the draws here is that, you know, you find the big tanky boy, you get him to a low enough amount, and then you scythe him just like that. There you go. Easy peasy.
It's a great way to solve that problem. If they try to approach him, he's just going to start TPing away, or he's going to hide in TPing. But using the kisses just for vision makes that fight that kill really, really easy.
All right, there's a good hook here. They'll follow up with an arrow, completely stunning into place. MSS is going to be coming back to his death, it's most likely, unless they can get some of these heroes in position he can tether off, but it's going to be very difficult, perhaps. Although, no, maybe not. He is going to go over, he's going to bring Quinn this time around. With a little bit of that cookie forward there, seem a little bit reticent to try to go and jump on Quinn. They drop a charge of the urn over on him. It just feels like they don't know how to approach this over on the side of TSM. This tower They go for a denial now. All right, Bryle sees the opening. The cookie hops immediately cancels it out here from Fox. The Ice Blast, though, coming in hot, managing to take out 2 on the side of Quincy. What a bait. Oh, and they get back over on MSS. There we go. All right, TSM, they're back in this battle.
They get to catch up a little bit. They get some cat pets in the meantime.
Yeah.
They needed that fight really bad.
All right, well, things evening out a little bit here, although they are hunting Brown. They'll have to use the Moonlight Shadow. They've got the dust, though, and they definitely have the damage. So this little hit and run through the jungle will pay off for the side of Quincy. Yeah, they have the Spirit Vessel completed now for the Mirana, so that is going to provide a little bit of that anti-healing, but...
So it basically allowed Moon Meanders to just hit way more creeps than normal. He got to farm creeps in these areas that actually were revival, and that's why he got his Spirit Vessel. It's such a good timing. So if he can use this, if they can get a pick off even on Fodder here, get 2 charges, take a longer fight, it would be really good for them.
Oh, they see Leslau drop the pit, drop the Ice Blast. They have more than enough damage. They're not going to have a Chaos Knight.
Can they get more?
Look for more. Yeah, they're gonna go after you are here. Nice hook landing here from Bryles. Tomato was waiting in the tree line. Could follow up with a nice throw. Okay, they'll be able to go get the reload out. Fata not gonna be as lucky, as they'll wait around for MSS to come back. He's gonna be coming back alone. Oh yeah, he is.
They'll have Pit of Malice and...
Yep.
Wow, that was incredible timing. Saberlight did not have to wait that long. He could have put that down and just left it on the ground. Now he just wanted to show, oh, I know relocate timing. I'm ready for this. As long as, if a stun's going to hit him like a Sven stun or something, as long as he gets 4 staff off, it's going to be a lot harder for Dubu to land the ice blast correctly. So if they can just disjoint that a little, that's going to be the way for them to win your war. Oh, he does go for the next wave.
Right into the side of TSM. Ice Blast. Now he's got his BKB just freshly delivered here. As Tomato also has his BKB, but that's so much damage. Turn back around. They've got the dismemberment. Can they finish off War fast enough? No, they'll end up taking out Tomato. Saberlight not looking healthy either. He's going to get taken out with a scythe, and Bryle over here on the back lines will fall to Fata as Dubu teleports out. He's not going to be able to do it. Quincy crew taking that fight in their own triangle. They were about to get ganked, but the gank train turned it back around.
That's the one that they've got to push out the side lanes and to be relatively survivable. He's got to be careful, but so far he's done a good job. Ursa's got Blink, Diffusal, BKB here. They spot Saberlight. That puck is going to die.
Yeah, he do be a cutie though, and the very dead one at that.
God, that was so fast. He died so fast.
Could choose to try to make another initiation once his Underlord's up, knowing that they've got Blink BKB on their Sven. But this
I mean,
roach is
hypothetically,
open.
Yeah, that could have worked for TSM actually if Quincy spread out a little bit and he gets like a single pick off.
They're gonna go in.
Because now we get to watch Fata die.
Guten bye Fata. But again, they get the Aegis. They're happy with this. Ice Blast is a little bit late. Does manage to clip a couple. Did just pick up a Blink Dagger over on Leslau too, so he's looking for any sort of initiation that he can get. They are split up a little bit though. Are hitting the creeps in the mid lane. Bryle kind of wandering over. Does have Dubu nearby in case they manage to land a nice hook dismember. In fact, they find themselves a bear. There's the dismember, the Ice Blast coming in, waiting for that maximum amount, but not going to be able to quite finish off here. Good Atos coming up for Saberlight. They're just going to try to hold the bear in place. Try to just continuously kite, if at all possible. A little bit of dust out. They've already used the War Cry. War looking for an angle. They can see Fata and Leslau over here on the side, and they do have nice vision, though. It's a lot of
my God.
into everyone over there. Over on to 3. They'll throw down the Pit of Malice. They'll get the kill on Bryle. And now it looks like TSM, they're on the back foot. A couple of these Snapfire Kisses getting tossed out. Not going to be super effective.
They chase down the other 2. Tomato gets ran at as well. He's going to end up staying alive with Warcry and the BKB, but oh my God, what a grab from Fata. He just read them and instantly punished.
Yeah, he's really proving his worth to this particular series, especially. Oh God, all right.
I think he thought thought it was safe in the creep wave that Yawar was in the area, so he just jumps and kills him. Last couple fights, they looked all right, but we don't have a blink on Pudge either, so that makes your life a lot harder. You have to land your hooks from angles that people expect you to come from, and even if he does land a hook,
oh look at this, they drag right back in again. This is gonna be a dead Bryle. You are thinking he wants a little more here. Saberlight. Oh, they get the bash off though. Look at this damage. Just try to push him away. The push forward though, yet again. Gar's a little deep, but Leslau says, don't worry, I got you. I'm gonna follow you up. I'm not gonna leave you hanging. We'll find ourselves a kill on Moon Meander, no problem. They're just running at them. There's not much that they can do right now. Saberlight again, just trying to kite this Ursa. They watch Quinn. He's like, get in there. Get
my God.
Get a scythe. Beautifully done from Fada.
Well, it's just like, get in there, dude. Go get that kill.
Do not let him get away. Oh no, Tomato. Oh, they just bring him right back in. God, oh God, this is looking so rough for TSM. Quincy crew is just absolutely owning in this game.
But ultimately, the draft just felt so good for them. They did so good in both of these two drafts. The Necrophos matchup against the Pudge, they're ready to deal with this.
Bryle again pops the BKB defensively. Do they gobble up the costs? Yeah, he needed a bash, but they could drop back over onto Moon. Just have that Yules into play, and now Bryle, it's just Yawars. This is a Yawar show. He can just run at everybody. Spot gets killed. They call GG. They've had enough on the side of TSM. They cannot deal with what Quincy crew is bringing in this series.
Quincy, they just abused the absolute crap out of him. I mean, the Pudge pressure that happened from the mid lane with Quinn on the Necrophos was incredibly good.